hold on.
I'm still alive and well. Go ahead.
New York football giants.
Talking your mic, bro.
New York
Don't
football
talk
giants.
in the mic, bro. I don't like this part, bro.
Sportscast crew, welcome back to another week episode with your host, Mr. ESPN, and I'm here with the fellas.
What up?
Yo.
You already
Sir.
know how we kick
How
this
y'all
thing
doing?
off, man. Check this out. My boy Vlad, my boy Jig, my boy Dub. How you feeling?
Feeling great, bro.
Ooh,
You
sounds
good?
I missed you guys, man.
Man, I'm good. Jig, how you feeling, bro?
Man, I'm exceptional, man. I'm
Hey,
back at it again.
Mentally,
Real quick, I got in trouble
back.
for saying something was exceptional once. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I feel like that's a story for another podcast. I already know.
Not here, bro.
Right, my bad.
It's a kid show, bro.
Let's go.
Take some sick time off. But I'm
Some
back,
PTO?
baby.
Yes,
Some
sir.
PTO.
You gotta, focus on your mental health, my brother.
Yeah, something like that.
Yo, let's get to these headlines, Vlad.
Yes, sir.
What up?
So you guys know how we start off each episode. We just have some headlines to cover for you guys. This week, got quite a few. But first and foremost, we got breaking news, breaking barriers, new everything.
Okay.
Not
And the
enough words.
NCAA. I ran out of adjectives.
But you got it. It's breaking. Whatever it is, it's breaking.
Yes.
They done broke.
In the NCAA football world,
Yeah.
Travis Hunter, the number one cornerback from Collins Hill High School, has decommitted from Florida State University and said he's going to commit to a HBCU by Jackson State University, who is coached by the Deion Sanders.
Prime
Mr.
time.
Primetime.
Coach Dion.
Yes, if you guys don't know who Primetime is, the number one best corner of all time.
Google it.
Used to play for the Falcons and the Cowboys.
Used to play for the Atlanta Braves.
49ers.
Yes, sir.
So
Baltimore.
He did it. He's the only player to play in the Super Bowl and a World Series. Prime time, baby.
thank you for the historical facts.
Don't play with Dion.
You know, Ken's always know.
Right,
bro.
always
He
plays with
always
Dion.
know. But I thought it was what was really cool is that Florida State is Deion's alma mater,
Yeah.
and he had no respect for them.
He said they had an opportunity to hire him.
And they did it.
They said no.
That's true.
He went to Jacksonville, got him a bachelor's degree, and revitalized their football team.
Yeah. So now hopefully this is the start of more big time players going to HBCUs, and
Beautiful.
hopefully
Yep.
we start seeing HBCU players get picked in the first round of the NFL draft.
On
But
ESPN,
absolutely.
ABC,
Yep.
TNT,
I don't know about TNT.
BET. Okay,
BET.
I got excited. The acronyms get me hot.
Look,
you know what I'm
man.
saying? TLC.
It's happening, man, because Jackson State played today on ABC, which surprised
Yo,
the heck out of me.
And they played in the bins.
in the,
The
bench.
big body
Yeah.
bands.
Woo.
Yes.
Yo, that's big time for real, bro.
Facts.
For real, that's big
Who'da
time.
thunk it?
Hey, it's getting more better for them,
More
bro.
better.
It is.
But nah, man, that's amazing.
Yo,
So what happens, man? They
there was a
prime
time
time
you'd
now.
only hear them on the radio, bro.
Right.
Man,
Facts.
on AM.
With the feedback.
That is horrible. Congratulations to them, man.
For sure.
Congratulations.
And shout out to
Gwinnett
Coach Fry.
Finest, no side that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
The
sir.
no side.
You
No.
gotta talk to him.
Yep. And other news in the basketball world, it's cemented now the best shooter of all time
Chef Curry
to
with
ever
it.
play basketball. Stephen Wardell Curry has officially broke the 3-point record that was held by Ray Allen. Broke the record, which is 2,974 threes. And he did it in 500 plus less games. Man.
I always laugh when Vlad says plus less.
I was like, where we going? Which way we going, bro?
but I get it. It's crazy because you're talking about what Ray Allen did for his whole career, what Steph Curry has done to this point in his career. He's not done.
And still counting.
Yeah, he has some years to go.
So Steph plays, let's say he plays like 4 or 5 more years.
Right.
Which is probably going to be more than that.
4,000.
No, because he's a shooter, so he can play. He's 33 now.
33.
Yeah.
So he can probably play 5-6 more years.
Jesus.
Because there's gonna be a point where it's like, hey Steph, just
So we ending the career with at least 45,
yeah, 42. I'm gonna
yo.
say 42, solid.
I said 46. 4,600 threes.
Yeah, 4. At least 4.
Hey, shoot that thing, Steph.
Barring any injury.
Shoot that thing.
Kents.
You know how I feel about
Kents. Let's stick to sports,
My
man.
bad, bro.
Let's stick
We're
to
not
sports.
playing with tight ends out here. Let's go.
Bruh.
Let's move to the NFL since he wants to mention these tight ends so bad.
Segue.
Yo, real talk, bro. We was laughing about this before the show. Yo, but Jig, if I came to you real quick and just kicked you in the back of the neck while you was stretching, bro. Yo, what happens to me next, bro?
Hands.
Violence.
What Shannon Sharp say? I'm gonna put some on you.
Yo, my man Urban Meyer, urban legend they call him, right?
Bro.
Urban Meyer, man.
troublemaker
He has
Meyer.
been relieved of his duties as head coach of the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's hard to lose that job, I feel like. Yo,
Really, if we
They have
think
no
about it,
goals.
it's hard to keep that job. We seen so much fluctuation at that, but we thought, Urban Meyer. Well, I don't even think people thought that he was going to stay there or change anything, but there was a hope that he was a championship-winning college football coach. He would come to and straighten something out, and he was wild.
yo, he in January of this year,
2021
he signed a 5-year contract and didn't even
didn't
make
even
a
make it to
year.
January.
Didn't even make a year without being in the news at least like 4 times, bro. If it ain't staying and leaving your team
Yeah.
to go mess with some young honeys in
And the
Cincinnati,
club.
Foolish.
or if it ain't hiring a racist, a guy that has a racist background, I guess,
strength and
as
conditioning coach.
as a coach. Like, there was just always something attached to his name. They were saying, he belittled the other coaches on his staff,
The coaches that he hired.
the coaches that he hired, and he
Like,
and
what
he
have you
threatened,
done?
and he often would threaten their job. He got
God.
into it with some of the veteran players like Marvin Jones.
The nepotism of hiring Tim Tebow to play tight end.
Yeah, that didn't go too far anyway. But I mean, you would think, and you remember, I don't know if y'all remember in the beginning of the season, where I wasn't big on Trevor Lawrence.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not talented, but Jacksonville wasn't gonna do it for him.
Yeah.
Right.
You needed to be, poor kid, needed to be
In a system.
in a system where he
they
could
could be
grow,
protected, yeah.
and you
He
got
ain't
stuck
growing.
with Urban Meyer,
Urban
bro.
Meyer. Urban troublemaker Meyer.
But where did it start for Urban Meyer, guys?
Florida.
Way back.
Florida,
Jesus.
the
He
most,
had
it was.
Who
it
was he
what a
dealing
time-
with?
What a time to be alive.
Cam Newton,
Cam Newton.
the
Aaron.
Pouncey twins.
Yep.
Person hard.
Aaron Hernandez. Rest easy, my man.
Yeah.
Aaron Hernandez.
Hernandez.
Yeah, Percy Harvin.
Percy
And then
Harvin.
you had
Christ.
Tim Tebow.
Oh, right.
You got Halo Tebow.
What a
Bro, like,
what
that-
a squad. And they won a championship.
they did.
Was it 1 or 2?
No, they won't.
No, they won a
Won.
championship. The basketball team won.
1-2. That's what it was.
Well,
At
well,
the same
regardless,
time.
I mean,
Yes.
Urban Meyer had success, and
Right.
Ohio State he had success too. But
He just don't have the mentality to deal with adults.
yeah,
that's
he
the
just need
problem.
to stay and bully little
Because I'm
kids.
gonna tell you
I
like
guess.
this, man. He would have been in Buckhead, Bankhead, goddamn, any of them, any head. He would have got that kicked anybody. He would have got clapped.
Yo, I honestly, I think nobody said it better than Jig. Hands.
Hands.
Just leave it at
I
that.
disrespect
Period.
You gonna
Like,
kick
he
me?
laying down, stretching.
Another grown
Why
man.
did he kick me?
I don't know. He,
Now, there's no excuse for a coach to kick a player.
Right.
Like I don't in college, NFL, it don't matter, bro.
I mean,
That's-
I'm bugging saying the back of the neck. I don't really know where he kicked him, but regardless,
he kicked him.
like, yo, why
Yeah,
are
you
you?
can't,
he
you
kicked the
can't
kicker.
kick no
Right.
grown man though.
But he kicked the right one,
Right.
because like most of the NFL players, if you hear them, they would have went to jail
Right.
right off the
Because
break.
imagine he would have kicked the AB or somebody.
Oh,
You know,
Not
AB already
even
don't care about
AB.
his career. He already don't care.
fraud.
He don't give a damn. So
Nah, yeah, most of the people they would have went.
anybody on defense probably would have gave him hands.
Man.
Bro, hands, bro.
Oh
That's
man.
it, man.
In other news, the great Isaiah Thomas signed a 10-day
great-
contract.
Pause.
Yo, get at me. He was playing at an MVP level
Pause.
in Boston.
Pause.
Wow.
Take
Let
the
him-
great out of it.
Let him
please.
finish.
We
Let
can't
him-
We're
He's
not
talking
talking
about Detroit Pistons.
We're not talking about Zeke.
Oh, not that one.
Isaiah Thomas the second.
You talking about the one that's Eddie height?
Come on, son.
He's saying that and he's taller than him.
Yo,
He is Eddie Height, though. But he signed a 10-day
Yo, he just
contract.
tried to sun me.
He signed a 10-day contract with the LA Lakers. Dropped 19 points in 21 minutes against the
Minnesota Timberwolves.
They lost. They got drubbed. They
Dragged.
got smacked.
And he scored more than AD.
He scored more than he led the team in points.
Speaking of AD,
AD.
speaking of AD, Cat hit AD with the "you too little."
Son,
Get him out of
I've
here.
seen this, bro.
yo, no, they gotta run that clip, bro. Make sure y'all run
Please,
that.
bro.
Didn't
Yo.
AD leave the game injured?
Yeah, but
Bailed out. Yo,
I
he
can't
needed
take-
to leave, bro. Hey, look, that was last
We
week's
talked
episode.
about that last week.
But
Oh, man.
AD just saying that. Yo, keep it moving, bro.
Lord of mercy. On top of that, I don't know if y'all been paying attention, but COVID has hit the NFL streets.
They're paying attention, bro.
Hit the NBA streets. I got the ESPN guys on my Twitter, and the notifications come to me.
Woj
I
bombs?
promise you, Woj and Shams. Man, every 15 minutes somebody got COVID.
Here's the part that don't make sense to me. They said, all right, Kyrie, you get to come back for away games. 24 hours later, Kyrie, you're in COVID protocol. Why you bothering the man?
COVID.
No.
COVID is killing
But that's the
everybody.
thing, right? So many teams have at this point. They already delayed 2 games, right? They're grabbing guys out of the G League just to have enough bodies
Yup.
to play. Didn't the Nets grab like some random rookies to play with?
NFL's doing the
same.
same. They signing mad practice squad players.
Right.
But here's the thing. Y'all knew Kyrie was out and about.
I
Why
mean,
y'all calling this man up?
Did they know he was out and about? They thought he was at home quarantine.
It ain't just about Kyrie
He
though.
ain't got
It's
no
just
vaccine.
right,
it's just the
He just-
disease.
it's just funny here.
It's just going crazy. I mean, I saw a hockey game. Well, I wasn't watching hockey.
I was about to say, this is a new
I mean, it looks interesting.
No.
And- but nah, I saw like a hockey game the other day. They went back to like nobody in the stands and stuff watching the game. No fans.
I fear that's what the NBA is going to
So
happen.
it's
gonna go
coming.
back.
It's
NBA
gonna do that, but it's gonna come in the new year if they do it because they've already changed a bunch of the rules. People are gonna have to start getting tested regularly again. Face masks are gonna be mandatory all the time again, even if you're vaccinated. So they're gonna try to do what they can to not stop people from coming because they don't want to lose that money.
that's what it is.
You know, especially the NFL definitely ain't trying to lose that money. They just gave the teams an extra $20 million
Yeah, word.
for the next season. So it's like
word.
they're not trying to. give
And but
them
it's
none of
it's a
that.
nervous time for the NFL because we wrapping up the NFL.
Right.
I mean,
Super Bowl right
Super
around the
Bowl's
corner.
around the corner.
Right.
Playoffs, like you can't keep pushing. Like I know today there was supposed to be Cleveland
Raiders.
and the Raiders were
Right.
supposed to play. They
Play
got to
pushed to
postpone
Monday.
that game.
Monday, and then the other game.
There's
got
some
pushed to
games got
Tuesday.
pushed to Tuesday.
That's crazy.
You ain't gonna be able to
Seahawks.
do that. Are you gonna be able to do that
Yeah.
for,
Nah,
for the playoffs and the Super Bowl?
No
it's
way.
over with because every week somebody got to go home.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I don't want to go. I don't want to beat somebody on Wednesday and then have to play again on Saturday.
Especially in the playoffs. Now that's crazy.
Nah, that's
Come on.
facts.
Yeah, you making short weeks.
What a
It's
time
real short.
to be an athlete.
Yeah.
They getting paid the big bucks, though.
Yeah, make that NFL money. Like we said, it's playoff time, baby. It's crunch time.
Man, and you right, it is crunch time. So let's get to the show, man.
Yeah.
So we are in the final stretch of the NFL season. We got 3 more games left until the playoffs.
Let's go.
It's been a hell of a season. A lot of ups, a lot of downs, a lot of big
Congestion.
storylines, and a lot of sleeper teams and a lot of disappointing teams.
A lot of disappointment. A lot of disappointment, man.
I'm still
Man, hold on.
I'm still alive and well. Go ahead.
New York football giants.
Talking your mic, bro.
New York
Don't
football
talk
giants.
to the mic, bro. I don't like this part, bro.
What are y'all doing, man?
What, aren't you guys like 2 and
Chill
Watch
out,
your
bro.
mouth, man.
Oh, bad.
Hey, they coming for a top 5 pick, bro.
I mean,
That's cool.
listen.
We got
Okay,
2
wait,
top
hold
6
on.
picks.
Pause. You're an Eagle.
Okay.
And you're a Falcon.
We're
Okay.
fighting for a
We
wild
all
card spot.
fighting for the number
Y'all
1
not-
pick.
y'all not
Relax.
Fighting, we're fighting for a wild card spot. I don't know what you're
We're
talking
not far
about.
behind you.
Ah,
Y'all far behind.
we in the hunt.
We're not.
Y'all are actually 4 entire games behind us.
What you mean? We only won 1 game?
Bro, let's make fun
Y'all
of
won
another
2.
team, bro.
Y'all won 2.
Can we make fun of the
won 6.
Cowboys?
Oh, I'm cool with that.
America's team?
I'm
I
cool with that.
apologize,
Jesus.
advanced Cowboys fans.
I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that.
The Cowboys are on a crazy ride to sit out the playoffs.
I like that. I like. Well, let's
they
talk,
gonna make- they
let's
gonna
talk
make
about
the
the
playoffs.
Cowboys.
They
They will
gonna
make the playoffs.
They gonna
But you know, they started the season.
Flaming.
Hot.
I mean, even when they lost their first game in Tampa, everybody was like, "Wow, they look
Good.
damn
Right.
good."
Yeah.
They got 2 potential defensive player
Micah
of the year,
Parsons
Micah
is,
Parson
boy.
and
Called him at the
Diggs.
beginning of the year.
Trayvon Diggs.
Diggs.
Like, yeah, bro, I was so hurt we didn't draft Micah, by the way. But anyway,
Sound like a New York team.
Anyways,
Yo, come on, son.
We trying to talk about the Cowboys
Yeah,
and their
we said we're gonna
ascension.
make fun of the Cowboys right now. Okay, we'll get to the Giants next season.
They started off hot, and it's been pitter patter for the last few weeks.
Yeah, even their wins is not looking.
It's not dominant wins.
It's not dominant wins. I was talking to a very diehard Dallas fan who's hopefully watching this show named Dan, and I was telling him you guys are not playing your best ball in the time where you should be playing your best ball.
Yeah.
right.
So, fellas, early in the season, a lot of people were starting to pick Dallas to go. Okay, any of y'all gonna pick them?
Go where?
To the playoffs? Because I got them going to the playoffs.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
talking SoFi, Super Bowl.
Oh, Super Bowl.
Nah, not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
Dak not playing to his potential. Like
Dak is playing bad.
he's
And
not
Zeke seems
I
hurt.
think against Washington, they said he had like a 9-point something QBR.
like, and I picked Dak to be a sleeper MVP candidate, and he is definitely not that.
Yeah, he found his way out of that.
Quickly.
Slid out that conversation.
Quickly.
To
the left.
He found his way out of that. Granted, they got some injuries that's been hurting him.
facts.
Zeke and Pollard. Tony Pollard and Zeke.
Zeke
Yeah, they've
hasn't
been.
been the same for. I mean, he's been effective in spots,
Right.
but not consistent.
Their O line hasn't been consistently.
Right.
The same 5 guys haven't been
Right.
consistently
Right.
there.
It's gonna be hard to.
They're being carried by their defense.
It's gonna be hard to get that
Unfortunately.
all
They're
put
two
together
guys.
at the very end right now. Because I mean, we're basically in the playoffs now. Everybody that's playing with at least 6 wins in the AFC and the NFC is fighting for a wild card spot. So,
And I mean, I guess if you're a Cowboy fan, the NFC is wild.
Loaded, bro.
It's the NFC is tough.
I mean, there's 4 teams at the top that are problematic. If you wanna,
I mean, you can pick a Super Bowl winner from
Every week.
from the
you got
NFC.
Tampa
like
Bay,
Green Bay.
You got Green Bay. You got
Arizona.
LA,
Arizona,
you got
Rams.
You got the Rams. Yeah, it's not easy out here.
And I think the Cowboys are the 5th seed.
Cowboys don't count as champions. Just
My
take them
bad.
out.
My bad. I apologize. I'm just saying in the playoffs, the Cowboys are the 5th
So
seed.
it's 4. It's 4.
So it's 4 possible juggernauts in front of the Cowboys. And there was a time where we were thinking the Cowboys was 2 or 3. Now we don't put them in the top 4 at all.
No, not anymore. Not
Right.
anymore. I mean, not with the way their offense is playing.
And everybody else outside of them is playing very well. Even the teams under them are playing kind of well. Like San Francisco, who the Falcons will beat, is looking really, really good. You know what I'm saying?
They play them tomorrow, so we'll see.
Yeah. I'm gonna guarantee this. I'm gonna say this right now. Whoever wins between the 49ers and the Falcons tomorrow is gonna win a wild card game.
Win a wild card game or wild card?
The
spot?
Falcons won't win a
Wild
wild
card
card
game.
game.
Oh wow!
Boy.
I don't think the Falcons will.
I'm putting it out here right now, guys. You know what I'm saying?
You heard it here first.
You heard
it here first.
This boy got bold predictions.
Listen,
That was pretty bold.
I've
Bold.
already calculated. You know what I'm saying? I run the diagnostics. I see it happening.
Get him out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, my man. Okay.
So yeah, Cowboys out first round of the playoffs. That's my prediction.
I can see that.
No matter who they play.
Don't matter who.
Well, the way they're looking now, they're gonna end up playing one of the 4 teams that we said.
But I was
very
gonna
well.
say though, if they play the Rams,
They're going home.
nope. It depends on which Rams show up, because sometimes Rams look unbeatable, and sometimes it's like, who am I watching?
You're right.
So if 2 who am I watching show up,
And it
I'm
also
going to take
depends.
the least.
But the
which
best
is the
defense-
Cowboys.
No, but to Jig's point, you also got to see who might, because Dallas will have a home game first round.
Will they?
Yeah, they won a division.
4th or 5th? Oh, you're right.
They won a division.
yeah,
Rams may not.
that's what I'm saying.
Arizona might win that division.
they gotta
It's
have-
between so
And
Dallas
defense.
they will at least host a game. So
That's cute. But
So if that's the case, they'll end up likely seeing Arizona.
I mean,
No, Arizona get a
whoever.
bye.
I mean, but I mean,
if they number 1, Arizona.
yeah,
gets the
but
bye.
right now
Number
Green
one
Bay
right
is
now.
number
Yeah,
one.
right now.
Yeah, I think
they're
Green Bay's
number
gonna hold on to that.
yeah,
We
do
shall
too.
see.
I do too.
I do
Yeah.
too. They got a good matchup tomorrow.
And A-Rod
But
wants
Arizona
that
would play the lesser. So whoever is under the Cowboys, I'm assuming would play. Wouldn't it be like 1-6 like playoffs?
No, it's 2-7,
2-7.
2-7,
So, yeah.
3-6, 4-5.
Unless Dallas falls back to that, and then they will play Arizona.
4 because they won the division.
Yeah,
And they would play 5, which would likely end up being the Rams.
right.
Oh Lord, that's
Ooh,
gonna be
Lord.
fun. It's gonna be fun. But
They going home.
we already know. You know what I'm saying? I hate to regurgitate this, but you know when the time comes when the lights are brightest, the Cowboys find a way to go home. You know what I'm saying? They even for in front of their fans.
That always makes me happy. I like seeing that part.
And I mean, I feel like the symptom of how to beat the Cowboys has essentially been
It's easy.
Make Dak beat you.
Just show up.
And
just show up.
What I was gonna say was make Dak beat you. Make them pass the ball, and you'll find a way to beat them. Because even with all the receivers that they have, if they're not running the ball, they're not as effective. Dak's not as effective.
Right.
And if you got a good defense that can stop the run,
right,
you likely can beat the Cowboys. That just is what it is.
Well, America, you're going to be disappointed again.
I mean, I've been saying this for years, and I can't wait till the national media takes this. Can we just start calling the Patriots America's team?
Might as well. At least
the Cowboys have not been America's team in 2.5 decades.
Speaking of the Pats.
Yeah, speaking of the Pats.
Let's talk about the Pats.
Man,
my
the
boy
Patriots.
Mac Jones.
Yeah, Makaele. From the Haitian community.
Yo,
I remember at the beginning of the season when we were talking about these teams. And
that's exactly what I was about to
right,
say.
Right?
We definitely did not predict
the
it.
media, us didn't think that Coach Belichick was going to take this Mac Jones guy everybody was still making fun of how he walked in.
Yo, you got to run that clip too. That was funny. He was so goofy.
Yes. Nobody thought that Belichick is either like the quarterback whisperer with these goofy guys.
Not the whisperer.
I remember Tom Brady's tape.
Yes.
Yeah,
he was bad. It was bad.
Solid, bro. Solid.
He looked like a messy.
It looked like they found him on the side of the street, bro.
Right. He looked disorganized. Like his balance was off. He just looked.
Yo, his shorts was too high, bro. Like it was all
so
off.
goofy,
bro.
And he became the GOAT. The way Mac was walking, he was just a running gag. You know what I'm saying? And you look at him, and I mean, he's been very capable. You know what I'm saying? I want to say
He's better than a manager, bro.
No, he's better than a manager.
He's better than a manager.
I think he has the temperament that Tom Brady has, right? He has the temperament to work with a guy like Belichick where he's coachable. And I think that's the most important thing with some of these guys. You got to be coachable. You got to be willing to – How many guys do you think, especially out of these rookies, would show up to a game and only throw the ball 3 times and be like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
It went to a win, bro.
I could see a lot of these young guys being like, man, I'm about to audible about this. You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, to go back to the Brady, I mean, when we was talking in the beginning of the season, and we were comparing the 5 quarterbacks: Trey Lance, Zach Wilson, Justin Fields, Trevor Lawrence, and Mac Jones. I mean, to be honest, from the 5 of them, Mac Jones is the most Tom Brady-ish, and like play style and all of that.
Even with all that, though, people still had him ranked 5th out of those guys.
Yeah, but at the same time, he went to the best system.
Yeah, he went to the best system.
Trevor Lawrence would have been successful.
Yeah.
I think all of those guys would have been successful.
They would have all possibly been successful. But it's working out well. I mean, their defense is a top 3 defense, I think, in the league or something. I know they like the best scoring defense.
They're great.
They have a couple defensive MVP candidates in themselves with J.C. Jackson, Matthew Judon. They run the ball by committee all over the place. Hell, they even run it with their receivers with a bunch of trick plays.
Right.
Mac Jones, actually, they said his stats are rather similar to Brady's when they first started.
Similar.
I think Mac Jones only has like one more loss than Brady did, but his actual QBR and stuff like that is higher than what Brady's was.
97 compared to like a 70 something.
And to go back to the beginning of the season, we thought Buffalo was winning this division.
It's easy.
And now the Patriots might win the AFC.
They might be getting a bye. Mac gonna be at the crib eating chips, looking at his playbook, getting warmed up.
Right.
This is the best work Belichick has done, bro.
Yeah.
It's very elite. I don't want to say it's the best work because he's won a bunch of Super Bowls.
No,
but I will say
it's really
this is amazing because I mean,
in the past couple years,
to be honest, they took the same thing with Brady though.
Did he do something very similar with Matt Hasselbeck?
Not Matt Hasselbeck.
Matt Castle.
Matt Castle. That's what it was, right?
But it's different because nobody predicted Mac Jones to be
real quick,
and he's a rookie.
Real quick. Y'all thought he was going to win 10+ games with Matt Castle?
Yeah, that system.
When it first happened,
bro.
Nobody thought nothing.
Nah, because Brady got hurt so early in the season, we didn't think they was still.
People thought the Patriots were
and
bad.
they won 11 games that season.
So in actuality, we got to. That's what I'm saying. 10+. We got to remember, Bill Belichick is a coach. Like this, he's a coach's coach.
Yeah.
He's finding ways to win with who he got. You know what I'm saying? And people keep forgetting last year he didn't have nobody. Right? Like 11 guys stayed home because of COVID.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
You know
he
what
had
I'm
some
saying?
major players.
Those few guys that he did have stay,
And,
Cam
of
got
course,
COVID in the middle
and
of the
then
season.
COVID, of course.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Problematic.
They
So
were learning plays.
I'm
from
very
Skype.
impressed with what Coach Belichick has done with this team. How strongly he's turned it around. The performance of these young guys, Mac Jones' performance in itself, it's been amazing.
It may not be his best work though, because I mean, if you really think about it, Mac Jones was at least a first round pick anyway.
Yeah,
Well, I'll say
Tom
in the past
Brady
couple years.
was like
Yeah.
a 6th round pick.
yeah.
And so he wasn't supposed to start nothing. Mac Jones was at least competing for the starting job with Cam Newton anyway.
True.
Brady was never supposed to touch the field.
Yeah.
And he goes to the Super Bowl.
30 times.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, but
It's masterful. It's
masterful.
incredible though. Like
What we witnessed that Monday game against Buffalo, I was in awe. The game was, I guess, boring, but from a football mindset, the way he coached that game,
It was beautiful.
Oh my God, bro!
my man said it's about to be cold. It's gonna be snowing.
This
I'm not-
The wind was like 40 miles.
Yeah.
Did you see?
He said-
I think I said. I don't know if I sent it to y'all, but they were practicing kicks, and like they were at like it was like a 30-yard kick, and he kicked it, and they made it 10 yards, and it was just straight to the left. And I was just like, whoa! Like this is gonna be an interesting game tonight, and it turned out to be.
And they came out and ran the ball and ran the ball
ran
and
it.
ran the ball and ran the ball.
They ran the ball and played defense.
That's it.
They said
That's it.
Belichick made his decision early. This is what we need to do to win the game, and he committed to it.
Okay.
He did not switch up at one point and say, maybe I should throw it.
But
a couple
he's seen
times.
this before. He's been in New England for
No, I get that.
2
That's what I'm
decades.
saying. This. But you know what? A lot of coaches who have been around for a while
Yeah.
will see.
Try to test something new.
Seahawks,
Right.
Super Bowl,
Ah,
Marshawn Lynch,
ah,
run the ball.
ah.
Let's let Russell be MVP.
Right.
You know what I'm
Not
saying?
gonna happen.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Don't
people.
remind us.
A lot of
Don't.
a lot of coaches are in the position and they're like, you know what? Let me try this. Let me fit. And Belichick is not saying I'm gonna try this. He's going with what works.
Shout out to the Patriots GM, man. Bill Belichick.
Nah, man, but they got all the right pieces,
Yeah,
man.
man.
I wouldn't
When
mind
you-
seeing them in the big game. I
When you
wouldn't.
give a
What?
coach the
Hold on.
opportunity-
I'm not trying to see New England in the Super Bowl.
Why not?
Why not?
No. Bring my boy Pat Mahomes back.
Nah, man. Pat Mahomes.
I mean, that's cool. You know, I always feel like whoever gets there because they deserve to get there.
No.
But
Let's talk a little Pat Mahomes though.
ooh, Patrick.
We kind of wrote him off. I wrote him.
No.
I did.
I did not. I think the
A
episode,
lot of people did.
The
He-
episode that we discussed that
I
I said,
did.
Vla, look at the
I did.
schedule. I said they can easily win 3 or 4 games and be back in 3rd place. Every week they won. I was like, Vla, they in 5th. Vla, they in 4th.
And then the Raiders got terrible.
right. They showed their true colors is what happened.
Right.
Lamar and Cole going
The
down.
Broncos started looking real mediocre.
And they've lost Von Miller.
And then the Chargers, I mean, they behind them, but
They
still
got streaky.
Yeah, the
They got
Chargers.
streaky.
Yeah,
But they added some really big pieces and they lost a big piece. So it's like, you know, they gotta figure some things out. Listen, football's beautiful, man. It's magical.
So
It's
the
art-
question
it's
is
art
this: the 2 teams that we didn't predict, obviously New England being this good and KC with their slow start, and now they're getting some momentum.
Some traction,
They're
yeah.
the 2 teams at the top of the AFC. Who's going to run it? Is it going to be KC this year, or is it going to be New England?
I think I'm gonna go first. New England. KC is inconsistent. They don't win. Like all their wins are kind of ugly. The best game they had in the last 5-6 weeks was the one that they just had against the Chargers.
And that was a close game.
no, the Raiders. Man, they beat the Raiders.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they
yeah,
beat
yeah.
the Raiders.
Two
They-
weeks ago.
Bricks
Yo,
off
but-
them.
Yo, wait, my fault. Did y'all see in the beginning when the Raiders, Yannick Ngakwe, however you say his name, he took the whole team and went to stand on the Chiefs emblem
Wow.
like they was taunting before the game even started.
Well, you see how that worked out.
Right?
Their first
ahead
play
with your
was a
juju.
turnover for a touchdown,
Right.
bro.
But
Karma.
yeah, I
I
mean,
thought that
the
was
Raiders. Who are the Raiders? after
Right,
that?
right.
But when they play somebody, it's like either tight or it's just an ugly win. Bill Belichick is gonna eat that alive.
Yeah, he's probably
They're
gonna
consistent.
capitalize. He's probably gonna capitalize.
I mean, it's been weird with the Chiefs because at first it was their defense always getting just destroyed,
they
and now their defense been playing well.
Decent.
But now they not putting Patrick's not putting up them 500 yards. We kind of got
I
used
mean,
to.
used
he
to.
just put up 400 the other day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
2
he did.
touchdowns.
He did.
He might be getting The line might be finally getting, because this is where, like I said, we're basically in the playoffs now, right? So this is when it really counts with that cohesiveness, because once after these three weeks, you want it done, right?
Yep.
So this is really the time where it's like guys got to get it together. Like that's why I said whoever wins the 49ers game and the Falcons game is going to win a wild card spot, because these two games
Still false, but
I mean, we shall see. We got a month, but I just think with Kansas City, right? I just looking at them and the issues that they were having, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes.
I feel like they've cleaned up so much, and they got the line actually playing well, and that was the problem, right? The offensive line was just so streaky; they couldn't get the run going. Patrick was doing it was because they were struggling. It seemed like Patrick Mahomes was forcing it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's more comfortable and more confident in the protection that he has to go back to being the Patrick of old. And he has 3 weeks to really get it together.
Clean it up.
So the mistakes that you're talking about that Bill Belichick is going to capitalize on, I don't know if he's going to be able to. But you know what? Bill Belichick wasn't in the was when they won the AFC they won it against the Patriots, right? No. Last year, Bill Belichick wasn't in the playoffs.
No, he got some Chiefs.
Yeah, he got away with
Chiefs
it.
Bills. Yeah.
He ain't had to see him because the last time Patrick saw Bill Belichick in the AFC Championship
It was that
lost.
offside, but it was that
bogus call.
offside.
Listen,
It was the right call.
But it was the right
It was
call.
the right call.
All I can-
That was D4's fault.
all I can give you is the L he held against. So I don't know.
If you're gonna pick, to me, I pick whoever wins the AFC. So if Kansas City has a home game in the AFC Championship, then Kansas City. If New England has that home game in the AFC Championship, then I'll pick New England.
I would, me personally, you know what I'm saying? Even though I don't care about storylines so much. What's the word I be using?
You like
narratives. I don't care about narratives too much. You know what I'm saying? I just like watching good games. I would personally be a little bit more invested in watching the New England Patriots make it to the Super Bowl
against.
Ooh.
Wait, we ain't there yet. We ain't there yet.
Let's hold it. Let's hold it.
But you clearly want to go. Let's slide over to the NFC then. Let's slide over to
the NFC is a battlefield at the top and in the middle is a battlefield
Everywhere.
I love it because all the top teams are.
Yeah, it's tough.
You
We
know what
already
I'm saying?
trolled the Cowboys.
Okay,
All right,
so let's talk about the good teams. Green Bay,
Arizona, Tampa
Rams,
Bay.
and
and the Rams. Right.
Don't worry, I like making fun of the Cowboys.
And all those teams are like one game apart, or half a game, or whatever it is right now. Right, they're all neck and neck. A loss here could change everything for those guys. Right.
Green Bay's number one right
they're
now.
all playing really good. You know, except for LA. They're all the Rams.
LA just beat Arizona the other day
It was a good game.
on Monday night,
It was a good game.
and Arizona is probably going to finish the season without DeAndre Hopkins.
Yep.
Oh,
That's a big L.
That's a big L.
that's a big L.
That's their number one receiver, bro.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for the remainder. Is it the remainder
They
of the
said-
season?
they
Will he
said
come back playoffs? Or
They
is
said
it
maybe the playoffs. It seems like the remainder of the season.
Yeah, regular
the
season.
regular
They're
season.
not gonna
But
risk it. They're not
Yeah,
gonna risk it.
so they probably want that home. They probably want that number one seed real bad to at least
They
buy
need
some
it.
time for
Yeah.
him as well. But right now, Green Bay is holding on to that number one seed.
Green
And
Bay,
they
and
need to
nobody
hold
want
on
to go to Lambeau in that
You
cold.
don't want to go to Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers is looking like an MVP again.
After starting off abysmal.
Yeah, bro, that Saints game was tough. And now
Look at
he's back to that
Yep.
man, bro.
That
Yeah, yeah. So
Double check.
it's starting to, and they defense is coming back. They coming back healthy at the right time. Jair Alexander,
Finally.
he's coming back. Zadarius
This
Smith.
is the time. This is the time to be healthy.
Exactly.
Yeah, they on their way
At
back.
the right time, yeah.
Shake the rust off. Get back.
Get your wind up under you, and then just power through. This is only 3 weeks left,
Right.
and if they can get healthy, get that first week bye, and let somebody come.
To Lambeau? Nobody wants to go to Lambeau, bro. No.
So
Nobody
out of
wants
those
to go
4
to Lambeau.
teams, right? If anybody could supersede Green Bay, who would it be?
Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too.
That's the
That's
only
what I was
one.
thinking.
Tampa Bay is probably the only. I don't trust. Like to go to Lambeau and beat them.
Tampa
No,
Bay.
no, no, no. I'm saying to supersede them and win that number 1 seed.
Oh, that's different.
I'd have to see everybody's schedule. have to see-
I would. Yeah,
But I don't think you know what. Honestly though,
I
I don't think they're gonna give it up.
Me either.
I think. I
You see them
mean,
winning out, no matter who's in front of them, they can win out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
like
Aaron
for
Rod-
example,
Aaron
they're gonna
Rodgers
play-
won. He won.
they're gonna
that.
play
tomorrow
the-
they got Baltimore, for example.
That's
They
a-
should win.
And Lamar's not back.
Not yet,
Lamar's
I don't
hurt,
think
and I mean Baltimore's hurt. Period.
Period. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't see them giving that up. Even because I think Tampa Bay could win out as well, but I think Green Bay will also win out, and it'll just keep.
Yeah, they just say
Since they're already there, yep, to it they lie.
they're gonna stay where they at for y'all. Now, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry,
Don't worry, I translate for you, my boy. I got you.
I'm sorry, man.
Right.
I try to stick to these Haitian roots, man.
So
You know,
I think the
I see
biggest.
plants.
Yo, he's sitting in front of a tree. You know he ready to take photos, son.
Come d'habitude.
Don't worry, Jig. We'll take your picture after, bro.
Hey,
Chill
man.
out.
Oh, yeah, crazy.
Sending photos to Haiti.
Express.
Yo, I apologize. Let's get it.
So the biggest question I think that remains for Green Bay is, if they win it all,
Right.
what happens with Aaron Rodgers?
Whoosh.
He gonna stay.
Nah.
Does he stay?
You don't think he gonna stay? If they win the Super Bowl right now, you don't think he gonna stay?
Nah. You know why he gonna leave?
I don't think so.
Because that's gonna throw a bigger fu to them. I think he's already told him like, yo, I'm leaving.
No matter what happens,
Like
this
I'm only
year,
playing
yeah.
this hard for my team.
Yeah.
Because I'm a team
And
player.
probably for his,
He's
career.
not even playing this hard for his team.
I think
He's
it's for
doing this
himself.
for himself.
That's
Yeah,
what,
for
like
himself.
he's really
He's
like,
just building his legacy, bro.
Yeah.
He's about, in my mind, Aaron Rodgers is very arrogant, very
He is,
cocky.
yeah.
Like,
He is.
Yo, Aaron Rodgers is out here saying, I am really good at this
You
game.
can tell how arrogant he is because he didn't tell nobody that he ain't get tested. He ain't get no vaccine. And he was out here perpetrating a lie.
Misleading.
You know what I'm saying? You can
Misleading.
tell the arrogance in the way that he even responded to being questioned about his lies. And to say, you know what? Let's continue about the,
All right, Pastor
the on the
King.
field behavior. He great and all. You know what I'm saying?
He's good, man. My favorite quarterback to watch. He really is.
Yeah.
That dude nasty.
So
the
if
most
you-
talented.
You're telling me you think if they win the Super Bowl, right? Hypothetical. I hate hypotheticals. They win the Super Bowl, he gonna be like, good, I got this thing. Flip y'all. Where he going?
anywhere he wants.
There's a couple
He's just
teams-
gonna look, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna pull a Brady, bro.
But I'm
Brady
thinking, where
Brady
could he
went to
go?
a team that it already looked good on paper. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna just sit here and look what looks good on paper.
Who looks good on paper? and
I
doesn't
don't
have a
know
quarterback?
yet. I don't know.
The New York Football Giants. Are you watching?
Aaron. Aaron.
Zoom in, bro. Speak to them.
I'd be okay with that because we don't play that division next year. I'm cool.
Hey, we're kind of set on
Keep
offense.
that
It's
man
just
out of the NFC East, please.
no.
No, he can go to the Reds. I mean, he can go to the Washington football team.
For why?
Why?
Tyler Heineke? You gonna bench Tyler Heineke for
I
Aaron
like
Rodgers?
watching Heineken.
I like
I'm
him
not even
personally.
gonna
I like him,
And I like Fitzmagic.
They're still really a quarterback away. They got a lot of pieces.
So are we.
Neither of them.
We're
The
more-
New York
Aaron
Football
Rodgers.
Giants. We already got the talent on both sides. We
We
just
just
don't
can't-
have anybody that can throw.
What about
And we-
Danny Dimes?
What about him?
We're not.
I never went out here blowing
Anyways.
about.
I like the Washington Cheeseheads. Personally.
Cheesehead.
The what?
Washington cheesehead.
I mean, but I just feel like the original question is though, y'all, are we confident Aaron will leave?
Yes.
If they,
I think
I
he
feel
will.
he's
Super
out
Bowl.
of there.
I feel like he's out.
I think
he will dub them though, for real.
I think
he's out.
I think he's out of there. Regardless,
It'd
if he wins,
it would be an entertaining narrative if he did.
because his contract is up,
He
right?
don't like hypotheticals. He
His
just
contract.
like
I think his
Aaron
contract
I
is
do
up.
like.
He had a 1 year, I think so.
I think it's over.
Yeah, he signed a one. All he did
Yeah.
was sign in 1 year.
He's out of there.
Like-
Unless they got to give him Patrick Mahomes money
Nah.
times 2. He might
Nah,
stay.
that's out of
Bruh,
there.
he's mad old already.
Who? And he's still playing like a goat.
MVP.
Yeah. He's
What are you talking about?
37?
They're not gonna give him that. Type
Another
of money.
4-year deal.
Aaron Rodgers is
I think he
Still
just
top
he just
three
here.
quarterback
He
in the
about to
league.
break. Actually, he's like 4 touchdowns away from breaking Brett Favre's Green Bay touchdown record, and he go and win this Super Bowl. Because I mean, let's be honest, Aaron Rodgers only has 1 Super Bowl to his name. As great as but we never really blame Aaron Rodgers for that.
No, because
Yeah,
we've
like,
seen the
they
deficiency
don't-
on the defensive
They
side.
don't
of the
put
ball.
a lot of talent around him.
Yeah,
and,
that's his issue with his team.
yeah, and so
But he
exactly.
got the talent.
just
though.
like
He's got a
Brady.
lot of talent.
Who?
No, but I mean, they've never made like.
A conscious effort.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like the fact that you've never drafted a receiver in all this time, bro.
He made all
In the
them
first
guys.
round, that's wild. Like,
Yes.
I mean, most receivers get made. You know what I'm saying,
No,
man?
no.
no,
Dak
but,
Prescott don't
but
make
you
no
at
receivers.
least put in the effort to make it seem like we're trying to put weapons around you.
Right.
God bless
They never.
You at least got to do that. They ain't do that for Aaron Rodgers.
No.
So imagine he goes this year and he proves this point to Green Bay. I feel like it makes the perfect story because of who Aaron Rodgers is. I think he wants to be like, well, I'm out. Let me do this somewhere else. Like, this was fun.
Like Washington.
And again, it gets that new spark in the NFL because if he goes to another team, now
It's Jordan Love time, baby.
Nobody cares about that.
Wow.
Well, we don't.
He got the perfect name for football, man. Jordan Love. He gonna be incredible. I see it already, man. I think he gonna be. He gonna last 7 years.
Wow.
what?
That's
whole
that's
7?
a pretty good NFL career. I wish I was an NFL 7.
What about the 49ers?
But no, they've already decided that they're gonna go with the rookie next year.
Oh, they did draft Trey Lance.
Yeah,
It would
yeah.
be kind of weird.
What would it be?
I mean, he
weird?
could.
You got Aaron.
And that'd be
It could happen. Anything is
Aaron
possible.
Rodgers, you can come here.
Yeah, they would just trade Lance on that. Well, I wouldn't trade him.
How much
Just
time
have him
Jimmy G got left on his contract?
No, he
Jimmy
gone.
G can go.
He gone.
Oh, we know he can go.
He gone
He
this
can
offseason. He gonna be.
Let's just stick with the Giants and just move on from there.
Oh, Jimmy G to the Giants. I like it.
Not
No.
gonna happen.
No.
I don't want adult entertainer Jimmy G
Adult.
in Sin City.
You stupid,
I
bro.
don't even understand. Y'all tripping.
Nah, bro. I think we could do without. I
like Jimmy G in New York.
Nah,
Yeah,
You heard it here first.
Yeah, whatever. But anyway, we have a very, very tight division this year in the AFC. The
Going
AFC
back to
North.
the AFC. Oh yeah.
Oh
yes.
The fun place.
We have the
The
Steelers,
Browns,
the Browns, the Bengals.
Ravens.
Yeah.
I know most of us didn't think the Bengals were gonna be this good
Yeah, they're good.
out
They
the
playing.
gate.
they died off though.
They did.
Like they started off like and then
That whole division like 7-6, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's weird.
yeah.
But they're having a better year than most people predicted.
No,
Yeah,
you're-
definitely.
And,
yeah,
Ju-
no.
and
definitely.
that boy Chase,
Nobody
Jamar
wants.
Chase is balling.
that boy is
Yeah, he's number 5 in the league right now in
He's a
receiving
problem.
yards. He's just a rookie.
He getting
that
jiggy with
boy.
it.
That boy the problem.
Them LSU boys be kind of different, bro.
My boy Joe B.
It's them beignets they eat. I'm
Some
sorry.
beignets.
Beignets,
Listen,
bruh.
I had some beignets in New Orleans.
And you put extra little powder
Ooh,
on that
my
thing.
boy.
And then you get the coffee.
My boy, I was crack fiendish out there. I had powder everywhere. But it was amazing.
I hope it's the right
Yo,
Nah,
big
nah, nah.
pause, bro. Jesus.
I apologize.
You heard this too.
Scratch that from the record, Your Honor.
Beignets is good in New Orleans.
powder. Back to the Bengals.
Oh, raspberry.
Back to that whole division.
Yeah.
Nobody wants it.
Which is crazy.
I think, and I'm disgusted.
Let's go team by team. Go ahead, big dog.
I'm disgusted. I almost feel like the Browns are gonna win it.
They were my pick before the
With
before the season
Baker,
started.
who can't even get the ball to Odell.
I can't stand. But I feel like I'm looking at Ben Roethlisberger's Pittsburgh Steelers. They definitely don't want it because they still got him at the QB position.
He need
And
to
you know what?
retire.
No, he's retiring. So farewell, Ben. We'll see you.
Yeah, I think this is it.
You know, just make sure you stay out of Milledgeville.
And UGA.
Guys, leave the past in the past.
Man, so desert. Then I look at Lamar Jackson not knowing when he's gonna return, and the Ravens are already destitute and
that
hurt.
was a big hit.
And
The Ravens
listen,
gave me problems anyway, bro.
I mean, they gave me problems, but they were still finding ways to win.
But, sometimes that's unsettling. Like, sometimes I want to win by 14, 21 points. Yo, Baltimore had you at the edge of your seat every game,
Listen,
son. So, yes,
last
they
year-
did find ways to win, which
I'ma say this,
kudos. But
Football and basketball are two different sports, but I feel like the lesson we learned last year from basketball was if you play hard, you can make the playoffs. Look at the Knicks. They play hard. You have to make the playoffs.
I didn't even understand. How is this?
I think the Ravens with Lamar Jackson
my
were
God.
playing hard enough.
I can't
with
stand
They
it
were
here,
doing
bro.
just enough to at least make the playoffs. And I felt like they were, they had a couple of good wins in the season. They beat Kansas City in overtime. You know what I'm saying? They had a couple of good wins sprinkled in there, and they still are leading the whole division by a game or two, I believe. At least one. They got 8 wins, and nobody else.
look it up.
Nobody
Yeah,
else
I
has
think
8
they-
wins,
yeah,
right?
eight.
Everybody else is 7. It's 7 and 6. So I feel like so that means they're 8 and 5, right? They might end up tying with somebody tomorrow. We don't know when Lamar's going to come back. We don't know because they play Green Bay tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit Lamar.
I mean, that would be.
I mean, the
Lamar.
good thing is it's not a high ankle sprain.
The only people that are the only team that I'm looking that is intact enough is
Cincinnati.
I don't think
Cleveland?
So. Cleveland. I think Cleveland has.
And guess what? Cleveland gonna do the same thing they did last year.
No, whoever's.
They made it to the playoffs last year.
Whoever's,
And they won a game.
No, whoever's in
And
that
that's
division
it.
is going
They're
home.
gonna be right out.
It's going home
Whoever's in that
ASAP.
division is going
Right
home.
out.
They're not even packing bags. They just going with
going
your
home.
shoulder pads.
Yes,
Yo,
on the plane.
You know why I'm here.
It would
Take
be
these
great.
L's.
Personally, it would be great if Cincinnati won. I've been following Cincinnati since I've been playing fantasy football.
Yeah.
So they got a special place in my heart.
Oh God.
I drafted Carson
Jamar.
Palmer and Ocho Cinco and Terrell Owens.
Bro, you talking about what? 12 years ago?
Yes, I've been doing fantasy football since then, and I drafted the entire team on my offense, and I watched them
You're a
every.
horrible drafter.
It was
by the
my
way.
first season playing fantasy. I
Who
did not
drafts
know.
And this is why you're still a fan of Cincinnati?
right?
I've been
caused
loyal
them to
I've
watch
been
them.
loyal to them ever since because I had to watch them that entire season. Also, my other quarterback was Mark
What?
Sanchez.
Oh Jesus.
The other quarterback was who?
Mark Sanchez.
Anyways.
Oh, Jesus.
Yo,
To
y'all
this
remember
day.
the butt fumble, bro? Yeah, I gotta run that clip too.
To this day, he's the
100
only,
plus days on ESPN Top 10.
That,
Yo.
that man's the only quarterback that ever got me negative points, and he did it twice.
Because you drafted him like an idiot.
It was my first season doing fantasy. I didn't know no better.
Yo, we all the way off.
Listen, like I said, I would love to see Cincinnati win. I believe the Cleveland Browns will win.
So you got the Browns. Who you got, Jake?
I don't like it though. I'm not comfortable.
To win the division, huh?
Win the division.
Ooh. I would have to see the thing, but I'm gonna pick Cincinnati.
I got Bengals also.
Spicy.
Oh, we're going to the next subject.
No, it's on you, Dub. Steelers,
I'm
Browns.
gonna stick with my preseason pick, man. I'm with Cleveland.
Yikes.
I think that's what I had.
Do the Brown Cleveland?
But nah, Baker.
Call it what
Baker,
you want, bro.
Baker is.
But
that
I mean,
offense is
and it's not because they're gonna play well. It's just the other teams don't want it either.
Yeah.
So it's just,
Yeah, it's hard.
I'm gonna just go with them. I mean,
I love being disappointed in other teams.
I mean, you're a Falcons fan. You're disappointed every year.
yo,
I'm not
Vlad,
disappointed every year. I understand what we are every year. My expectations are always kill. Never disappointed, baby. I expected 7 wins this season. We sitting on 6. So if we win one more, I'm comfortable. Even if we don't, if we win more than one, they superseded.
You see how these standards are so low for Falcons fans?
Your
He's
standards
just-
just elevated like 2 years ago, bro. Cut it out.
At least we have one of these.
But before I die, we'll have one.
Jesus. Christ.
Lord, just keep me alive long enough. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, give him
Hold
like
your boy
a.
down. Give me 40, 50 more, 60 more, 65.
They're going to take you about 85 plus more years than
Well,
one.
my son will enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Or whoever that wife is. Get ready. I apologize. It's not the platform for me to be taking my shot.
Do y'all think any of them teams are going to the Super Bowl though?
Which teams?
In the AFC
None
trash?
of them. I told you. I told you.
In the division we were just talking about.
all those teams.
Nah, come on,
all
bro.
those teams are
Come
going
on,
home
man.
easily. All those teams are going home.
There's only
promptly.
2 teams that have a chance to go to Super Bowl in the AFC. New England and KC.
If he dissect.
That's it.
Yo,
Damn.
I'm not even gonna hold you. I don't have KC making it to the AFC Championship.
Guess what?
Dum, dum, dum.
I think if they run it back against my
Buffalo?
boy Buffalo
Oh,
San Diego?
from
the
Thursday
Chargers?
night?
I think San Diego. If they run into San Diego again before
LA,
the AFC,
LA.
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 Oh, I mean, sorry. Yeah,
LA
my
Chargers.
apologies. LA.
Plug it in. Plug it in.
Yeah, they run into them again. It's not gonna be the same. Cause you gotta think about it. Pat Mahomes had a great game, and they won in overtime by what's the name?
Touchdown.
By Travis Kelce.
And
killing it.
honestly,
LA had a bad offensive game.
Yeah.
if you really look at it,
they went for like mad
They
fourth
went for a
downs.
lot.
Last fourth down, and they
Well,
lost
they're not
in
gonna do that.
overtime
But
by a touchdown.
listen, so this I had this argument with somebody on Facebook earlier this week because that's what I do now.
You have a lot of time.
Hey, listen, I be bored at work, bro. I feel like they were saying like if the Chargers would have went for those, would have just kicked it, field goals, that would have changed the entire game, right? Because Kansas City was going for a lot of fourth down try. I think they went for like 3 to the Chargers 5 was absurd.
Right. Just crazy.
It's the most amount of
What y'all even
fourth
paying
down
these kickers for?
conversions I've seen. It was crazy, but for me personally, made the game even more exciting.
Yeah,
'cause I love
that's true.
seeing it.
That's
I
true.
love seeing it. But the reason why Kansas City was like, "Oh, we're gonna go for fourth downs too," because they was like, "Them guys is not going for them.
No.
They not settling, right?" That would have changed their game plan. I think they adjusted to what they were doing. The game is going to be different in the playoffs because people are not going to be thinking, "Oh, we're just trying to fight for seeding." They're going to be thinking, "Man, we got to
get this done."
right?"
Yeah.
So if the Chargers make one field goal, that very first field goal, instead of going for it on fourth,
Changes the game.
it changes the whole outlook of the game because now the pressure is on Kansas City to score to match them instead of, well, they're going to keep kicking it anyway, so we could just keep trying. I mean, they're going to keep going for it on fourth anyway,
Right.
so we can keep trying. It's going to be totally different. And I don't know what's going to happen when it happens if they see each other again. But my money would still be on Kansas City just because
The experience.
KC's defense, they did exactly what they were supposed to do, right? They didn't give up any of those fourth downs, especially in the end zone. They did. Every time they came down to that 2-1 yard line, they was like,
They
y'all
stopped
going
them.
for it on fourth? We going this way. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
But I couldn't even be mad at the Chargers because I mean the Chiefs are known to be able to put up points.
exactly.
Right.
So I mean, if
gotta
I'm
match it.
San Diego, I'm like,
3
field
points
goals
is
ain't
not
gonna
gonna
win this game.
You're right.
You know, it's not gonna win this game because you know Tyreek Hill, you can catch a ball
If he gets
5
loose,
yards
if he gets loose,
And it's touchdown.
and it's over.
House
You know,
call. Right.
so I can't even. I
Kelsey's
wasn't
over
even
the
mad
top
at
on
them.
everybody.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at them at all. However, I would not pick them to win in the playoffs because one, you probably have to go to Kansas City.
You wouldn't pick the Chargers.
Yeah, if they had to face off, yeah. The Chargers would have to go to Kansas City, and I just don't see that boding too well for them. Kansas City has the playoff experience, like you mentioned earlier. Their home crowd is retarded, and that weather you probably don't want to be a part of.
I think
got
also
all 500 mil of Pat Mahomes to worry about.
I think also part of the reason why the Chargers were so comfortable going for it because they was at home. They had the crowd behind them. They had the noise. You know what I'm saying?
And the crowd loves when you do that.
Yeah, they going crazy every time because they want to see that.
Okay.
Yeah, especially when it's 4th and 2 to the end zone. You know what I'm saying? Like they want that. I think
But-
it's gonna be. I would love to see
You heard it
that
here
rematch
first.
again.
Chargers will be in the number 2 spot in the AFC.
You heard it here.
So,
Dum, bum, bum, bum.
with that take, who do you have coming out the AFC for the Super Bowl?
Whew. I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Bill Belly.
Okay. Kens?
I like that, man. That's okay.
I'm so comfortable saying Bill Belly, but I like to be wrong, so I'm gonna go with Kansas City.
Dub.
You want to be
That
wrong?
makes
I like
no
to be
sense.
wrong because I like to see what I think as far as like my football ideology. I like to see it be disproved, and I really believe in Kansas City. Like there's a part of me that believes in Bill Belichick and what he can do defensively to stop Patrick Mahomes if they make it to the AFC. But I still have like this unheralded belief in what I believe Patrick Mahomes can do and the trajectory that I see Kansas City going. And if I end up being wrong, like I'm gonna gloat if I'm right, of course. But if I'm wrong,
You'll be all right.
I'm gonna feel good about it because I'm like, yo,
Kens plays like psychological games with himself.
Oh, I see
It's
that.
like just like how he was mentioned with the Falcons. Oh, you know, if they just win 5 games, well, I'm straight. You know,
Seven.
whatever the number was. Like he
What I
kind of he puts himself in a position where win lose, I'm be alright. So
I
you're cheating.
understand
Kens,
sports,
you're cheating.
man. I understand
Kens,
sports.
you're cheating.
Who do you have coming out the AFC?
Who's winning the AFC?
Yes, to go to Super Bowl.
I need to know who's gonna win.
You gotta
number
tell
one.
us.
Who's who's gonna have home field?
Who's number one right now?
Who will have home field in an AFC Championship game?
Well,
The Pats.
If it's between the Pats
Oh yeah, it
and
would
Chiefs.
probably be the Patriots.
You think the Patriots?
Yeah.
Okay, Patriots going to the Super Bowl. I'm just picking the home team, bro, because
I
I don't
respect
think
that.
I don't think either one of them want to go to.
Especially
Either side.
New England in January.
I mean, Kansas City in January is not
it's
much
not
better.
no prettier, yeah.
it gets ugly,
And that
windy,
crowd
snow,
is-
all of that.
That crowd gonna be
That crowd gonna be rocking.
Like I want to barely like 51-49. Like I want to pick Kansas City just because they do this.
See, we
Like-
are opposite sides of the spectrum. That's how I feel.
But I kind of want to see Belly in the big
I
game,
wanna-
bro.
I
That's
want to
what
see it so bad.
He been in all of them.
Nah.
Yeah, but that was
just
with
to prove
Brady.
just to prove
different.
people wrong. Because people think
that's
it was really Brady.
My other thing, I feel like the slander that's been put on Belichick's name over the last year, like he wasn't really back here carrying Tom Brady for the first 3 because they won all of those by a field goal. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady wasn't out there throwing 500
And their
yards
defense
in the Super
was
Bowl.
crazy.
Yeah,
Facts.
like people make it seem like Tom Brady didn't become a good quarterback until he
he beat
lost
Atlanta.
to
Wait, who you pick?
I got KC.
That's
You
what
got
had,
KC
CJ.
going today.
I got
I'm just saying they won the first 3, then they lose the next 2. Well, they won the first 3. They lost to us. I don't think they won another one between that. If they did, then they lost
Seattle.
to us again.
They won.
Oh
They
yeah,
beat
Seattle.
Seattle.
Ah, darn it. Seattle. I hate
Oh,
that
darn
one.
it.
But that
Then
one
they-
was a fluke.
They lost to
The
us
better
again.
team
Then
decided
they-
to lose.
Then they went and he.
Tom Brady was a good
they lost
quarterback.
us.
He second half
And they lost
He
us.
was
Outta
actually a good quarterback by 2011.
No, he was a great quarterback. I'm talking about Super Bowl great.
Oh,
Them
I'm
other
talking
Super
about-
Bowls, he did all right. He did regular quarterback numbers. He did exceptional against the Falcons.
Damn.
That's a fact.
Look, y'all took shots at us every chance.
I
y'all
never
got.
took a one
You
shot
wanted
at the
to
Giants.
smoke here now.
I never said that.
Hey, bro, you by association, fam.
All I said was, I said what your record was.
All I remember is he put
By
up like
association,
300
man.
yards in a half in the second half on y'all.
We had a young defense.
So,
Yeah.
New England versus who?
Will it be the Belichick versus Brady Bowl?
Nah,
I don't want it.
Nah.
I don't want it because I don't think they deserve it. But
nah.
I would love to see that.
I'm all about narratives, so definitely the Belichick
That would
Brady
be a
Bowl.
beautiful story.
I
Oh,
would-
people
my
want to
goodness.
see that.
And whoever wins that, you
All
know,
the
this
bragging
is the crazy
rights.
thing, right? The crazy thing is, let's say Brady wins that, people are still going to try to pretend like Belichick isn't great because he lost in the Super Bowl
Yep.
to Tom Brady.
With the rookie
Which is
quarterback,
going to be upset with a rookie quarterback and a team that he just bought last summer.
he barely bought it because he only bought 2 tight ends. I mean, and on off. I'm talking about on the offense.
right.
side.
Yeah, I'm talking about the
Defense.
defense.
The
He spent-
defense, you know, he gonna spend money.
He spent money
All he
on
got
the
is 2 tight ends on the offense. That's it.
But either way, it's not like any of these offensive weapons are like
Big name.
That's what I'm saying.
they're not all going crazy. It's
That's
not
what I'm
like
saying.
they don't have
He
no
just
Pro
got-
Bowlers.
They have
Like
none.
I would love to see Mac Jones make the Pro Bowl.
outside of Mac Jones, possible.
Who do I think is going to make it out of NFC? Outside of the Falcons, I believe.
You don't believe in the Falcons.
Don't do that. I believe the numbers are in our favor. I'm gonna
What numbers
say,
you playing?
bro, I've been playing lottery since I was 7, brother. Don't listen. I won
Clearly
twice.
you have not hit.
I won twice. $40.
Ooh, those ratio is bad.
Listen, I only play once every 6 years.
Anyways,
Right. I'm trying to get to this point. Who gonna win the NFC? I don't think it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be Green Bay. I think Green Bay has caught fire. I really don't see anybody going to Lambeau and beating them. Except for the Falcons, because Matt Ryan, you know,
Next.
he does it. That's what he does.
Falcons not going nowhere, my friend.
Listen. Shh. We'll see tomorrow.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to go with my man A-Rod, and yeah, we'll let's go Packers and
misleader.
Patriots. I believe they faced off in the '90s.
That would be a very interesting Belichick versus Rodgers.
the GOAT versus the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I personally always thought Aaron Rodgers was the GOAT.
He is the guy.
Yeah,
think-
I mean, well, he's the most talented. So I guess GOAT. You gotta have
there's the
enough
most talented
jewelry.
GOAT and there's the most skilled or the most successful.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
That's what they listen, man.
Don't do that.
GOAT means different things. to
Is
lot
this a
of
narrative
Don't do
that's
that.
being written? of some
Well,
sort?
we know. All I know is LeBron would lose both of those battles.
See?
But anyway, I
When
just
Jig
wanted to
speaks the facts, and it's not about the Falcons, they are facts. They are
I thought this
Anyway.
was a football show.
Pats versus the Packs, right?
Hey,
I got KC versus.
first of all, let's copyright that because when the NFL decides to use that,
Pay me my money.
pay us. I'm not playing with y'all. I want $45 million
Cash in my hand.
in pennies. So that's like 45.
So I got the teacher versus the student.
billion.
Aaron Rodgers versus Pat Mahomes in Super Bowl.
That'd be a nice look.
That would be also super interesting.
It's
Who-
it's
That
project.
discount, they better be giving hella discounts.
Yo, I'm going.
Double check.
Should be affordable.
Oh my goodness.
So should we pick a winner?
Oh, of
No,
course.
no. We all have too many different. We gotta let this race
Marinate.
tighten up a
Why
little
not?
bit.
Okay, we got.
I mean,
We
yours
got-
wasn't realistic mentioning the Falcons.
No. They're my sleeper.
We'll give our picks when the playoffs start.
I got you.
They'll be good because we'll really see how teams are running into the playoffs at that point.
And yeah, and who knows, injuries might blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Right.
You know.
We just know the Falcons won't be there. So thanks for tuning in to this week's show, and
People
we'll catch
be
you.
lying.
Hold on, man. Wait. You talking too much, man. Eddie, do your thing, man.
Oh yeah,
Come on, bro. He tried to shut me down. Yo, play my exit music.
We'll see y'all next time.